Welcome. Welcome to the Awakened Vision. Nice to see you here after a nice long break. Have you guys been using your break wisely? Alright, so let's get right into it. Whatever comes up, it was meant to come up for whoever tuned in. And stayed until the end. There is much to grasp. Much to acknowledge, much to study. Alright. So I'm getting a loop energy, a loop type of a loop. So something's looping, it's going around and around. Alright, so from we have Ancestral. In a sense, this is a loop. Ancestral. And Cest. Alright, so something that's in comparison. And there's an attachment or a link. And then we have perception number 5, spiritual strength, virtue, valor. All right. Some of you, your ancestor could be someone who was heavily involved in warfare. Some of you could be a part of that now. And you're following in lines with something that was unfinished. Okay. Spiritual strength, virtue, valor. Okay, I'm getting... You do what you have to do in order for a connection to remain. This is the only reason why as to you being involved in something is because you want to make sure that there's an attachment or the connection remains. Okay. Alright, so we have the King of Swords. Okay, so some of you could be a leader in some way. This could be I was about to say campaigning, but we have the Two of Wands. So this is about to become the fact of doing something just because you know that you can do it. Also, if you do not start right away, if you do not start now, if you do not make progress on something now, the competition will start to become heavy And it's not that you still can't win in regards to that heavy competition, but it's that it will be a bit more strenuous. Um, it's not the type of fight you want to do, or it's not the type of thing that you want to persist in. We'll see. That's not the type of thing. Is a, let's see. You have long arms. That's an advantage. You have a longer reach. Yeah, so we have spiritual strength, 9. Alright, there could be something about a force, or something about your aura. We have 7, triumph. Alright, so there is a mission statement. There's a message that you want to spread, that there's something that you want to get out there, collective, right now, this moment, and you want the words to spread, and you don't want them to become misconstrued or misappropriated or something like that. Spiritual strength. I mean, that's your energy here. So this could be your ancestor that's coming back. You're taking on the energy of your ancestor, the spirit. Okay, I know this conversation is starting to become a bit, but I'm getting something about a spirit here. A spiritual force, pressure. Yeah, I'm getting something about feeling the pressure. You're starting to feel the pressure. You're feeling pressure to do something. This is because the connection is so strong, you're feeling pressure to do something. The connection that you have with a passed away loved one, or a passed away individual that you used to fellowship with. There's like a fellowship. You used to play a certain type of game with this individual to test who was more prepared. And regardless of that being willing to engage with the thought of winning on your mind, or being the one who makes it through, makes it out alive. There was like a challenge or a game that he used to play. That just came up with someone or something like that. Okay, so we have Hiraeth, Hiraeth, Hiraeth. the hereath. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. And then we have star family. You're a part of a lot. You're a part of a team of souls. Call in support. This is a support team here. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Alright, so a lot of your legacy. Alright. This is a part of your legacy. It's basically the trail that's being left, or places you visited. You've left your mark here. It's almost like doing a game, and you open up the map where you have objectives that you have to kind of like conquer, you know, and then you make it to the next step. But each time there's like a check, all right, that means that you left like a mark there. You can go back to that landmark and they will remember you by name. So it can also be like a brand of some kind. So this could be you branding yourself or creating like a brand and needing to extend past, home. You needed to move. And some of you could be far away from like your earth family, your regular family, or you feel alone at this time. Like you've traveled further than the rest of your family. This could be spiritually. Now, if we're talking about soul, this could be soul family. You're not around your soul family. It's been a long time. I just heard an eternity. Eternity. It's been a long time since you've been with or around your soul family. And it was that type where you knew the role that you had to play in order to bring about a certain establishment or a thriving environment or something like that. A sustaining environment or something like that. So this could be an activist. You could be an activist. The way you look could be on contrary to kind of like how you step out and become active or engaging, in regards to whatever you in regards to your mission. All right, whatever your mission is, whatever your mission statement is. Once you become active and start engaging in that, your energy will definitely be kind of like one that's sure to turn heads. I mean, you might do that now, but and leave a big impact, a big mark here. Yeah, I'm getting something was on its way to becoming shut down or extinct, but I'm getting you're about to show up on the scene, and you're canceling out the is it abolition? I'm hearing that word. So I'm getting a strong person here. I'm getting a powerful one here. We do have 7 triumph at the bottom. Okay. Where are we? Alright. Alright, so we have a few more minutes. Let's continue. Let's get something from the elemental oracle. Because then we can get kind of like what direction we want to take this, because I'm getting some sort of force and I'm intrigued by it. I will say. Um, it's connecting to something that's ancient. For you, what would be considered ancient? When you hear the word ancient or ancients, like how do you conceive that? I've been getting this a lot actually. So something could definitely be happening kind of like around a lot of water, um, where there's a lot of water, something um, involves water. Maybe a river, kind of like a trace. And then we have discipline time at the bottom, 41, 30. Hold on. The time is going. Hold on. Alright, so this one has been coming out for the past few weeks, I would say. Bravery, oceans, 30. Maybe it's crossing the water. And going to a place where it will end. Let's see. So for some of you, you're feeling as though you're getting further away from something, and the connection will end. It will end at some point. You know that something here is but there's something else that's here. There is something that's way more important. You're connected to something. You felt as though that was the one true connection, but no, it's kind of like a is it tethered? Something's tethered. So there's something here that's even more important, something that you have to reach or connect to here. And that's what was about to be shut down or canceled or closed or ended, in a sense of it's still existing, but kind of closing off the connection so that um, nothing is rendered through this, or nothing is um, there's no disturbance, but there will truly be a disturbance if this thing closes or shuts off or it stops. Um, so something could also be tribal here. And then we have 15, Nephilim. Controversial, assessing, new perspectives. Alright, so that could just be a new land, changing of the land, observing how things are conforming to this change here. So something could be a system or setting new systems into place. So there could be a discussion about systems that are in agreement with um, certain uh, with a certain we're trying to see, because I guess This is where the conflict happen, and we'll get into it, because it's like you're using one system to assess another system. The one system that you're using, it's only to see if it can fit into like a larger system or a bigger system or a more complex system, right? So we'll get into that here. I appreciate you for tuning in. Definitely check out, this was part 1, check out part 2. Um, Alright, I appreciate you for being here. We'll get more into it here. Yeah, it's interesting. Alright, I will be talking to you a little bit later, but until then, collective, stay tuned.